The parliamentary system, legislature and executive, that is our new chapter, and this one we are going to cover. So here we will do the chapter explanation, right? So let us start. It is about the Indian Parliament, legislature and executive. So India's parliament. India's parliament is situated in New Delhi, the capital city of India. Now just quickly go through the old parliament building. So old parliament building designed by British architect Edwin Leighton and Herbert Baker, and the construction was completed in 1927. Okay. So the structure was circular building with 3 chamber, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and Central Hall. And now new parliament building is there. So that was inaugurated on 28 May 2023 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and architect is Bimal Patel, and the shape of new parliament building is triangular. Now let us talk about the capacity of this new building. So Lok Sabha here 888 seats are there, so it means people can accommodate. Rajya Sabha 384 seats are there. And if we talk about the technology, then it is equipped with modern digital systems and green certification. Okay, this new parliament building that is triangular shape is equipped with modern digital systems and green certification. Now what is a green certification? It is a recognition given to buildings that are designed and built using eco-friendly practices. It ensures the building is energy efficient, uses sustainable material, saves water and reduces environmental impact. Okay. So this is called green certification. Now we already have an old parliament building, then what is the need of new building? So there was a need for new building. Old building was over 90 years old and shows signs of structural fatigue. Lack space for future expansion, and modern infrastructure was needed for better legislative functioning. Okay, so this is the need for new building, and as a result it was constructed. Now Parliament. So the Parliament is the supreme legislature body of the government. It makes laws for the country. It comprises all elected representatives of the people and controls and guides the work of the government. The government can therefore be seen as functioning with the people's consent. There have been 17 Lok Sabha since the first one in 1952, and the 18 Lok Sabha was constituted in June 2024. Okay. So this is about the parliament. Now, composition of the Indian parliament. What comprises of the Indian parliament? What is there in the parliament? So the parliament of India consists of 3 parts: President of India, Lok Sabha, that is the lower house, House of the People, and Rajya Sabha, upper house, Council of State. So these are the 3 parts of the parliament. Now as we proceed, we also came to know about the bicameral system, that India is a bicameral system. What is that? It is a type of legislature that has 2 separate houses or chamber, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in India. In India, the parliament is bicameral and includes Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. This system helps in better representation and check and balances in law making. Okay, 2 separate divisions are there, that is like the part A and part B, that is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and it is there for the better representation and check and balances in law making process. Now what is the need for a bicameral system? It was felt that a single directly elected house would be inadequate to meet the challenges independent India would face. As India is a diverse country, so it was felt that only one house would not be sufficient to fulfill the challenges, right? Secondly, it was felt that Council of States, the Rajya Sabha, was also needed. The composition and process of election to the Rajya Sabha were also designed to be different. That's why India has a bicameral system where 2 houses are there, that is a Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. However, both the process of the election process of representation is different. Rajya Sabha has different process of just electing the Council of States, the member, and Lok Sabha has different process. Federalism. India practices federalism, which is a form of government where power is distributed between the center, state as well as the local government. So India is a federal country. This system helps to keep the balance between national unity and local interests. It means The government, the power has been divided between the center, state and local governments so that they may do their own work. Moreover, they may be quite focused also, and there should be a balance between the national unity and local interests. Now, function. What is the function of the parliament? Each house of the parliament has a presiding officer to ensure that debate and discussion are conducted in an orderly manner. So if you think like a principal has been there in a school so that the things and the school should run nicely, like here also in the parliament, presiding officer is there that just help in debate and discussion are conducted in an orderly, in a disciplined way. In the Lok Sabha, the member elect a speaker who conduct the session, allow members to speak, maintain discipline and ensure that rules are followed. So in the Lok Sabha, the member elect a speaker and the role of speaker is to conduct the session, allow members to speak, maintain discipline and ensure that rules are followed. Rajya Sabha is presided over by the Vice President of India who act as his chairman. And here in the Rajya Sabha, the head is the chairman. So now he is there to conduct the session, isn't it? To allow the member to speak, maintain discipline, right? And ensure that rules are followed. Executive. So here parliamentary system we are going to see about the legislature and executive. So we will see first executive. The executive is the branch of government responsible for implementing and enforcing laws. Okay. So the work of executive is to implement and enforce laws. The union executive give life to the legislative function and power of parliament. And the union executive consists of the president, the vice president and the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. So in the union executive, these are the members, the president, the vice president and the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. And this union executive give life to the legislative function and power of parliament. The council of ministers is chosen from among the MPs, that is the member of parliament of both houses of parliament. These ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Now, legislative function of the parliament, we will see one by one. What is the functions of the legislative function in the parliament? First of all, constitutional function. Enabling parliamentary democracy through universal adult suffrage, that is the universal adult suffrage. Through this, what happened? The parliamentary democracy is performed. People have the right to vote and elect their representative, isn't it? Following the separation of power between the legislature, executive and judiciary. It also ensured that the separation of powers would be there. Legislature, executive and judiciary, these three are different branches and they have their own work to do. Ensuring federalism and upholding fundamental rights and directive principle of state policy by framing laws and policies. Apart from it, so the legislative function is to uphold the fundamental right and directive principle of state policy also by framing laws and policies. Okay. Now, second important legislative function is lawmaking. Lawmaking is the process by which a government or legislative body creates and enacts law that govern the behavior of the people within a country or community. It involves proposing, discussing, modifying and approving rules or laws. These laws are called bills before they become official laws. Once approved by the legislature, like parliament, the bills become a law or act. Laws help maintain order, protect rights and ensure justice in society. So, lawmaking is the important process by which government create and enacts a law, isn't it? And that is helpful for the people. So, before becoming a bill to law, they are involved the proposing also, discussion is going on. If some modification needed, that is also done. And after that, it has been discussed and then later on, it has been passed. So, from bill to act, here is a process of lawmaking in the parliament, how the bill became an act. First of all, introduction in either house of the parliament, okay, in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. Later on, reading of the bill. Refer to standing committee, okay, standing committee. Then, after that, the bill has been referred to standing committee. I will tell you this one about. Taken up for consideration and passing. So, they will see if it is considered or it should be passed or not. Clause by clause discussion and amendment. So, after that, that will be discussed among the this one, the representative, all the people that are there in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and then vote it will be done. Vote will be there on the bill, either it should be passed or not, and then process is repeated in other house also, like in the Rajya Sabha. Then president assent is there, and then the gazette notification. Finally, it became a act. Okay, see here, we have just now came a point, that is standing committee. What is standing committee? So standing committees are permanent committees in a legislature that work continuously to help in the detailed examination of various issues, laws and government function. Okay, so they are called standing committees. We will continue this one here. So in this way the bill became act, right? Now what is RTE? It has been mentioned in the chapter RTE, Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009. Okay, it is a fundamental right in India that ensures free and compulsory education for all children. It is guaranteed under Article 21A of the Indian Constitution. The law that enforces this right is called the Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009, and the common name of this act is RTE Act. Now, what were the key points about RTE? Provides free education to all children aged 6 to 14 years. Makes education compulsory, meaning parents must send their children to school. Ensure quality education and set standard for school. Prohibits child labor for children in this age group. Promotes equal opportunities for all children regardless of caste, class or background. Okay, so this is RTE. Now the third, after the lawmaking, executive accountability is also a legislator function. So it means that executive branch of the government, that is the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers, is responsible and answerable to the legislature, that is in the Parliament, and ultimately to the people. It means they are responsible, they are accountable to the people of India, because these people have been voted them and choose them as their representative, that they will just represent their issues, right, isn't it? So the executive must explain its action and decision to the Parliament. If the executive fails in its duties or act wrongly, Parliament can question, criticize or remove it. This ensures the government works transparently and responsibly. Okay, so this is executive accountability. Now there are types of executive accountability. What are they? First is the political accountability. In terms of politics also they have to they are answerable, right? So the executive is accountable to the Parliament. For example, if the government loses the confidence of the Lok Sabha, it must resign. Legal accountability. The executive must act according to the laws and constitution. Courts can review executive actions. Financial accountability. The executive must get approval from Parliament to spend public money. Now, why is executive accountability important? To prevent misuse of power, ensure good governance and protect citizen right. Okay, that's why accountability of executive is very much important, right? Now, standing committee, that are permanent committee in a legislature that work continuously to help in detailed examination of various issues, laws and government functions. Now, what are the key points about standing committees? So, these standing committees are permanent. First of all, they are not temporary. They exist throughout the life of the Parliament. Purpose, what is the purpose of this standing committee? To assist Parliament by examining bills, budget, policies and administration in detail. And there are types also, types of standing committees are there. There are various standing committees like departmental related standing committees. They focus on specific ministers. Public Account Committee, examine government spending. Estimate Committee, review budget estimates. Committee on Public Undertaking, that is check government companies. Members composed of MPs from both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So in the standing committee, the people, the members are there. The member of parliament will be there from the both houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And function, they investigate issue thoroughly and submit report to the parliament. Okay. So this is the role of standing committee. Now why are standing committee important? They save parliament time by handling detailed scrutiny, promote transparency and accountability of the government, help in better lawmaking and oversight. And last, financial accountability. The parliament approve and monitor government expenditure through the annual budget and examining the distribution of funds to different ministers. The government is expected to provide the necessary information to parliament in a timely and accurate manner. Okay. So this is the legislative function where we have seen first of all is the constitutional function, right? Second is lawmaking. Third, executive accountability. And then fourth, financial accountability. Okay. So if we will continue, the video will become long. So this much for the part 1. Okay. Then in the part 2, we will continue executive functions of parliament. So this much for this video. If you have reached until the end, then thank you so much for watching until the